Welcome to the heart of tequila country. Here, under the Mexican sun, farmers harvest the mighty blue agave, tough, spiky, and full of hidden sweetness. Using sharp tools and skill, they cut away the leaves to reveal the precious piña inside. But that's just the start. From cooking to fermentation and distillation, every step transforms this plant into the tequila we know and love. Making tequila is a long process that takes about 7 to 9 years. It starts with planting Tequila Weber Blue Agave, the main ingredient. To be real tequila, the agave must be grown in specific areas of Mexico and approved by the Tequila Regulatory Council. At the beginning of the agave growing process, drones help farmers by spraying herbicides to control weeds. They also spread fertilizer and insecticides to keep the plants healthy. Drones not only help farmers make more money, but also protect the environment. They use less water for each job, which helps save resources. When the blue agave plant is fully grown, the harvesting process, called jima, begins. The workers, known as jimadores, use a special tool called a koa, a sharp, round-bladed knife, to cut off the tough leaves and sharp spikes around the plant. Removing the leaves is important because only the piña, or the core of the plant, contains the sugars needed to make tequila. This process requires skill and physical strength, since a fully grown blue agave can weigh between 40 and 100 kilograms. There are 136 species of agave in Mexico, but only blue agave is used to make tequila, known for being the best and safest option. Once the piñas are removed from the plant, they are gathered and transported to the factory for further processing. The next step is hydrolysis, where the agave are cooked to turn inulin, the main carbohydrate in agave, into fermentable sugars. Before cooking, workers use a long knife to cut the large agave in half, making them easier to handle and cook evenly. The cooking process takes place in traditional brick ovens or autoclaves, large steam chambers, where hot steam at temperatures between 100 degrees Celsius and 110 degrees Celsius slowly softens the agave. This not only breaks down inulin, but also helps create aromatic compounds that give tequila its unique flavor. After heating, the piñas are cooled for about 8 hours. After the piñas have been carefully cooked, they hold within them a treasure, sweet, caramelized sugars that will soon be transformed into tequila. But first, these sugars must be freed from the fibrous core. In modern tequila distilleries, this extraction process is dominated by gear roller mills, a series of powerful machines that take the softened agave and crush it. The piñas are fed into the rollers, where they are pressed and ground until their fibers are stripped dry. Water is often sprayed onto the crushed agave to help wash out any remaining sugars. But in certain distilleries, where history is still honored, an ancient technique is used, the tahona. This is a massive volcanic stone wheel, sometimes weighing up to 2 tons, that slowly rolls over the agave, grinding it into a pulp and coaxing out its juices. As the sweet golden juice called mosto gathers under the grinding stones or flows from the roller mills, it reaches an important stage in tequila making. Once the sweet golden juice is extracted from the cooked agave, it is carefully collected and transferred into large fermentation tanks. Yeast is introduced into the liquid, kicking off a fascinating natural process. As the yeast feeds on the sugars, it produces alcohol and carbon dioxide, creating bubbles that rise and dance on the surface. This is the stage where tequila starts to develop its signature flavors and aromas. Once fermentation is complete, the liquid undergoes distillation, a purification process that concentrates the alcohol and removes unwanted substances. Tequila is traditionally distilled twice in copper or stainless steel stills. Depending on the desired variety, tequila may then enter the maturation phase, aging in oak barrels to enhance its character. During aging, the tequila absorbs compounds from the wood, which influence its color, aroma, and flavor. The final product is packaged in sanitary, new containers. Welcome to Noal Farm. Did you know alpaca fiber is warmer than wool and softer than cashmere? Alpaca fiber stands out in the global fashion world for its incredible softness and luxury. Fashion designers love this rare, fine fiber that comes from the Andean mountains. High-end clothing brands use alpaca wool to create premium garments that sell worldwide. What makes these products special? Let's find out. High in the Andes Mountains, alpacas are more than just animals. They are a symbol of Peru's culture, sustainability, and economy. As part of the South American camelid family, alpacas are important to rural life and the country's famous textile industry. With over 80% of the world's alpacas living in Peru, the country is the top producer of alpaca fiber and its luxury products. Alpacas are naturally good for the environment. Their soft, padded feet are gentle on the ground, unlike animals with hooves. They also eat grass without pulling it up by the roots, which helps protect the fragile ecosystems of the mountains. In recent years, commercial alpaca farming has been expanding to many parts of the world, including the United States, Australia, New Zealand, and various European countries, thanks to the high economic value of alpaca fiber and the growing demand for sustainable, eco-friendly products. Raising alpacas isn't just about what they give, it's about how they're treated. Ethical alpaca farming puts the animal's well-being first. Whether it's shearing, medical care, or breeding, everything is done with care and respect. Many farmers see their alpacas as part of the family. Healthy, happy alpacas grow better fleece, which supports the whole community. Alpacas have a simple, yet unique diet, one that helps keep them healthy with smooth, high-quality fleece. As ruminants like cows, Alpacas primarily eat hay and natural grasses. Interestingly, alpacas are very efficient eaters with excellent nutrient absorption. An adult alpaca only needs about 1.5 to 2 kilograms of dry food per day. Yet it can still maintain its energy, health, and exceptional fiber production. Alpacas usually begin reproducing at around 2 years old, when they are physically mature. The gestation period for an alpaca lasts about 11 months, almost a full year. Typically, alpacas give birth to only one offspring at a time. Twins are very rare. A newborn alpaca weighs around 6 to 9 kilograms at birth. After being born, the cria can stand and walk within just 30 to 60 minutes. For alpaca farmers, each new cria is not only a joyful event, but also represents the continuation of high-quality fiber production. If born from parents with good genetic traits, such as fine, long, and richly colored fleece, the crio can grow up to produce some of the finest alpaca fiber. That's why selective breeding and careful reproductive care are essential parts of modern alpaca farming. In hot climates, alpacas can be lightly sprayed with water to help them cool down. Not all alpaca fleece is the same. Its quality depends on things like the alpaca's age, breed, food, and living conditions. In places like the US, alpaca fiber is ranked by its micron size. The smaller the micron, the softer the fiber. Fine fiber is used to make soft, high-end clothing, while thicker fiber is perfect for making rugs, insulation, and other tough products. Once a year, alpacas are sheared to collect their valuable fleece. This process is carefully planned to ensure the animals are comfortable and not stressed. Shearing usually takes place in the spring, before the weather gets too hot, allowing alpacas to stay cool during warmer months. The alpaca is gently restrained, often placed on a soft mat or shearing table, to prevent sudden movements that could cause injury. Skilled workers then begin the shearing, starting from the sides and working their way around the body. Once removed, the fleece is carefully sorted by hand into different grades based on its softness, color, fiber length, and cleanliness. Once sorted, the fleece is transported to specialized processing facilities. It undergoes a series of steps: opening, washing, carding, and combing, ultimately resulting in many smooth products. Though there are no machines built specifically for alpaca fiber, existing technologies have been adapted to accommodate its unique properties. This allows the production of yarns in a variety of thicknesses and textures to meet different market demands. Woven alpaca fabrics are typically used for coats, scarves, blankets, and traditional Andean garments. while knitted alpaca wool becomes soft sweaters, cozy hats, vests, and gloves. Unlike sheep's wool, alpaca fleece doesn't have lanolin, a waxy substance that can cause allergies. This makes alpaca fiber hypoallergenic and great for people with sensitive skin.